What's going on, guys? Zephyrix here, and well, let's go ahead and talk about the Nintendo 3D, the Nintendo E3 conference for 2015. I'm gonna be honest with you. My overall, then I'm gonna go into details. I felt like I was being trolled, like literally, not literally, but mostly, almost everything that they said, that they talked about. I felt like I was being trolled for a second there, and I couldn't really understand it. I felt like Nintendo wanted to fight me. Let me go explain to you. Okay, first of all, Miyamoto, was it Miyamoto and Wada and Reggie? They all came out as puppets. Now, I'm okay with that. I like a little fun there. We're not like Black Bond. Black Bond likes to go ahead and take his games is serious. But I mean, I personally speaking like a little fun. It's one of the reasons why I like the whole direct thing, because you really never know what they're going to do. You know how the other press conferences are going to go because they want to keep that status quo. But Nintendo likes to have fun. I like that. So that's the reason that I actually like those directs. So first and foremost, they talked about Star Fox. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's talk about some things I like about Star Fox here. The gameplay sounds like a reboot, but you know how Nintendo likes to be cryptic with stuff by saying a whole bunch of nothing? Yeah, they pretty much did that. That's what they did. He was like, it's not a reboot, but it's not a prequel, but it's not a sub-prequel, but it's not a part two, but it's not a sub-part two. It's like, really, dude? Come on. Anyway, it's called Star Fox Zero, which it is cool because he wanted to go ahead and put the kanji of zero in the actual name, which it does look good. He said he likes that. It's cool. He is right. The kanji of zero actually does look pretty cool. It looks very similar to Star Fox 64 in terms of how it plays and whatnot, which is by no means a bad thing. It has, basically it has, if you go ahead and move the controller around, it's kind of got like a first-person shooter kind of thing going on there, so you'll be able to target with the actual controller using movement and movement controls, which isn't really bad per se, but I could do without it, is all I'm saying. The Air Wing transformed into the Walker, which is actually from Star Fox 2. A lot of people don't know Star Fox 2 because they never actually got it. I actually played Star Fox 2 before it was completed, and through emulation, and it was actually there. Didn't really understand it though, but I guess now I understand it now. The Landmaster turns into a hover tank, which also was pretty damn good. The helicopter, another vehicle, turned out it had a little mini walker inside of it. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. That was like really good. I would like to see the helicopter turn into like a jet boat or something. Add more, more types of games like that to it. But whatever. And then of course, all range mode makes a return. So it was great that Star Fox 64, the new Star Fox Zero was announced, but then it was also like, on the simple fact that it felt like they were like, okay, well, we got it coming out, but it's also going to have a motion controls hooked up to it, so you got to play with the motion controls kind of thing. I was like, yes, but no. Reggie, he mentioned the NX, which would be a dedicated gaming platform, but that's all he kind of mentioned about it. It was like, yes. Wait, that's all? It was like, I don't understand why you're trolling me. Anyway. I did notice while in there that the graphics from Super Mario Maker was going to allow us to use graphics from Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 3, original Super Mario Bros., and new Super Mario Bros. So I just kind of wanted to put it in there. I noticed that was cool. They went ahead and talked a little bit about the Amiibos, which I was very interested in because I actually have a kind of a game that I wanted to use Amiibos with. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about it, and they said that Donkey Kong and, I got Donkey Kong in my notes here. Donkey Kong and Koopa will be available in the new Skylanders game. That's good. That's awesome, actually. I like that. Amiibos will only be playable, those particular Amiibos, those characters will only be exclusive to Nintendo's platform. I like that. Also you can also use them as both Skylanders and Amiibos. I also like that. So that was actually pretty good. Except the Amiibos default back to Donkey Kong and Koopa if you use them as Amiibos. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, it was like the thing's kind of like halfway. So, I do plan to get a Koopa and a Donkey Kong Amiibo anyway, so why not, right? It's funny, too, Reggie kind of admitted that Nintendo was kind of stickler. They wanted control of everything. I thought that was hilarious. They got it's funny, here's another part I felt like I was being trolled at. It was like Zelda announced a new Zelda game called Zelda Triforce Heroes, which is available only on the 3DS, and they didn't talk about the actual Zelda that we wanted to see. That being said, though, it's kind of a game that reminds me of the Four Swords, and it does have new outfits, which kind of change up the gameplay. So, I guess it's good. They also announced, which we already knew about, 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors called Hyrule Warriors Legend. I do like Hyrule Warriors, so it's definitely something that I most likely will get. I'm not even surprised at that. It's kind of a reimagined version of Hyrule Warriors, which includes all the DLC, including the Wind Waker characters. The one that is Princess Zelda and her father, which is cool because we never really get to see King Zelda, whatever the king's name is. I forget the king's name is. We never get to see him really in any of the games, so this is the second game we can see a king in there, and to make it even better, he's a controllable character, so I do like that. Metroid Prime is being released for the 3DS, some sort of co-op mission kind of stuff. You see what I mean by being trolled? It's like, Metroid! On the 3DS, that's not really a Metroid game, so I don't even know why you even use the name kind of thing. You know? You know what I mean? I felt like I was being trolled. Anyway, Fire Emblem Fates. I do like the Fire Emblem series. I love the franchise. I'm waiting. I'm hoping. I really like the franchise. Let me put it that way. I'm going back and playing most of them already. There was another game out there called FE. I couldn't really see what that was, so I just moved on. Xenoblade Chronicles was there. They didn't talk too much about that one, but they did, or give a lot more information. They just talked about it and whatnot. Fair enough. 3DS, there was a new there was not a new Animal Crossing. This was the 3DS Animal Crossing called Happy Home Designer. I saw it. I was like, okay. And then finally, we're getting a brand new Animal Crossing for the Wii U. That's kind of like Mario Party meets, I don't know, Monopoly. So it was like, what? You know, once again, I'm being trolled again. And so basically, the Amiibo Animal Crossing, there are also some Amiibo Animal Crossing in the works. I do like that. It's kind of like I said before, it's Monopoly meets Mario Party. Yoshi's Woolly World, they also talked about. They talked about how, this one lady, she literally started the whole thing, which I do like because I do like the whole, the way the gameplay is. So that's not too bad. I'm a big fan of the whole Yoshi games ever since Yoshi's Island, so that is a thing. Let's see. She also mentioned that they was going to make some yarn version of Amiibos, but they never really showed them. But anyway, she also mentioned that if you take an Amiibo, like a Mario Amiibo, and you put it on a game, like slide it through, the Yoshi will take the color attributes of whichever Amiibo you used. Okay, that's okay, I guess. 3DS game called Yokai Watch. Now, for those who don't know, the word yokai means spirit, demon, stuff like that. Basically, yeah. Let's see. So basically, the Yokai Watch is basically Pokemon with a spirit thing to it. So it's like, those spirit, the Pokemon who are actually spirits. Imagine a game focused around those guys. No, not really, but kind of was. Now, there's another thing I thought was really interesting. Now, here's a good part of it. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Now, here's the thing. I do like the Mario and Luigi stories, the RPG game Mario and Luigi. I also like Super Mario Brothers Paper. In fact, I'm working on a game with the sprites from Super Mario Brothers Paper. So that's just a fun game I'm working on the side. You guys will be able to go ahead and see that in 1 minute. Not 1 minute, but hopefully soon. Let's see here. It's a very interesting concept with two beloved RPGs. I would have liked to see Super Mario RPG come in there, but whatever. Then they showed off a Wii U game finally, Super Mario Tennis, or Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, rather. Moving on. Super Mario Maker. It showed how they used to create games back in the day. I thought that was pretty cool. I really thought that was